Andy, people traditionally think of Harcourts as city and town, as in real estate, but you guys are changing that.
Yes, well, I'm being brought on board along with a number of other guys to try and grow the rural side of Harcourts business. It's certainly very strong in the residential and commercial areas. But yeah, we're certainly gaining some traction, and a few of us with sort of wider experience we bring to the table, and we're certainly growing our share. We're very strong in the lifestyle market, and increasingly in this wine area, which I tend to specialise in, and also further afield in some larger pastoral properties and a bit of dairy farming. And throughout the country, or other parts of the country, we're quite strong in the dairy sector as well. But yeah, we're certainly growing our share.
What's selling and what's not?
Well, I think lifestyle blocks always seem to be moving. There was obviously a flourish post-earthquake, and the various pockets of lifestyle properties around and outside Christchurch are always in demand, more or less, and people do move, either grow to bigger properties or want to move to a different district or whatever it is, so they tend to change hands, but they're still steadily in demand. And there is quite a demand for pastoral sheep and cattle properties, although there's a shortage of supply, so bigger demand than supply. Dairy, of course, we're all sort of biting our fingernails a wee bit at the moment with what's happening in the dairy sector, but we hope that the prices improve quickly and that there isn't a rash of sales. I don't think that's going to help anybody if that were to happen, so no one wants that to happen, so hopefully it won't.
Yeah, but it is all cyclical, Andy.
It is. It does tend to be that way. Vineyards, the wine industry's in strong heart nationally, obviously led by the biggest area, Marlborough, which just goes on and on like a big machine. But the other regions as well, and Waipara is one of the smaller regions of New Zealand wine industry, but it's certainly got its reputation, and this vintage in particular has been outstanding. Season's been great. We had a bit of a scare in spring with a frost, which tickled a few people up and caused some grief to one or two, but generally speaking everyone recovered, and the weather's been outstanding right through to harvest, which has been great. And accordingly the quality of fruit and the quantity of fruit has been superb, so I think we'll see some outstanding wines coming out of Waipara this year, which will resurge its interest for other people, I think.
Now let's take a look at the fact that you guys are specialising in rural, because you do need to have a hell of a lot of knowledge about what you're doing.
Certainly, and we're looking to specialise in that area because there is a lot more going on in rural properties, and I think often you find that even on the lifestyle blocks there are sort of idiosyncrasies of rural land, water supply systems, boundaries, septic tank issues, and various other factors that are quite different than the residential setup. So I think it is important that people that are dealing in those know what they're doing, know what they're dealing with, and if further afield we go into more specialist farming operations, viticulture, dairy, sheep and cattle, then yes, you need to know what you're about.